Good morning, everyone. It is February 2nd. Let's get her going. Welcome to February 2026. Five, four, 5, 4. Six, 4, 10. Got Glenn, John, Matt Hatter, Scott, and Kevin in the chat. Good morning to all. One of the things I want to address here today is landing zones. In the past, I have made a big deal about the landing zones, like way in the past. Trying to, I even made it so I put a little square on this part of the table here, which is where my landing zone is intended to be. And if you look at my dots on the table, I mean, it's pretty well beat already in that area. This is the area that I tend to throw the dice in, right in here. Okay, this right here is about 2 feet away from the back wall. This right here is about a foot away from, about 9 inches from the back wall. So, and I try to get, here's the straight of the table this way. So I try to, run it right down that line. So it's right at that hook. So in this area, if I get into the hook here, it gets to be a little bit wild. Now that was in the past. Recently, in the last month or 3 or 4, in the last few months, let's go with, I have said that landing zones are not important, and I really believe that they're not important. What I do believe is more the action of the dice, how they come off the back wall. I also believe that if you can keep the dice together, like that was a terrible one because the right one was higher than the left one by far. But if you keep them together height-wise and kind of together distance-wise, then you're going to get a better throw also. But what I'm looking for is the dice to come down, land very close to the back wall with the dice together. And I'm going to do a video series in the future here regarding that type of stuff. What I'm looking for in that, but to me that is more important, how the dice respond to the back wall, than what the actual landing zone is. Now that being said, landing zone needs to be, according to however your dice are going in. And the reason I say this now is because every single day your dice are going to do something different. You cannot be extremely repeatable day in and day out every single day. And some days your dice are going to do one thing, other days they're going to do another thing. I think it's more important to make sure your grip is consistent every single day. I think it's important to do the same thing. So like I make sure that they're square to the table. I look down to the same spot every single time. I try to throw the dice at the same spot every time, but I'm going to adjust the strength, the landing zone, the energy, the everything to get the dice to both touch the back wall barely and come off and try to stay together as much as possible. So not, in other words, not having split apart in that. So hopefully that helps a little bit here, guys. Relay my thought on that stuff. Perfect landing zone, says Matt Hatter. 28 degrees, says Joel in Idaho. 26 degrees, I'm sorry. We got BB Wood here. We got Michael Peterson, Clint. Good morning. So anyhow, like I said, I'll come up with some videos in the future here regarding that and a lot more. But that is my true belief and philosophy on that. So for example, that was a bad throw because that right die was a little bit higher, came up to here, the left die stayed down here, which is where I want them to be. They did come back together, but they did migrate to the left. That was a 5, by the way, a 5-1. 1-5, actually. So I'm looking for them to fly tight, hit together, same height, come down, hit the back wall, land very close to each other in proximity. That was a better height one. They both came off the same distance, even though it's a little bit far from the back wall. They both came the same distance and stayed rotated together. So that was a good throw. 4-2. App update. I'm looking about, if I keep on the same schedule that I'm at, I'm looking at 8 weeks out yet. I got probably about 10 hours worth of work on it this weekend. Ran into a couple sticking points. Because what happens is I'm creating this thing and I'm like, oh, that seems like a good idea. Let's do this. Let's do that, you know? So like, I got some creep coming in at 369. If that makes sense, if you're into programming, you have software creep. So, good morning, Uncle Hoku. Good morning, Rhodey. Good morning, Brian Hudson. So, hey, let's get 1 or 2 more throws in here quick before we get the show started. Two, 4, 6. That was a terrible throw. 4-4 hard 8. Okay. Let's get the show started. Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Jonas. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode number 732 of the Level Up program, and it's about my daily practice of shooting dice at the craps table, as well as playing a blue collar craps style play. On the YouTube side of things, we got Glenn the Undisciplined checking in. Number 1, we got John from Southern California. Mad Hatter, who was just in Vegas. I think he's back already, but we'll see. He can put in chat if he's back or not. We got Scott from Wattage Live Crafts. We got Kevin Scott. Eric is checking in here. BB Wood, Michael Peterson, Clint, Rhodey is here. We got Brian Hudson. Welcome to Level Up. I don't recall seeing your name here too often. We got Uncle Hopeful checking in. So yeah, hey, if you're playing along with Crapsee, click on that live tab that'll bring you over to the table that we're using here today. Remember, this is for educational and entertainment purposes, and we are not sponsored by anybody, so this is all 100% blue collar craps. Anyhow, that's being said, Joel asked about the app update, and like I said, I'm about 2 months out yet. I'm still doing a couple things. I have a little bit of creep that's coming in, but we're working on keeping that out. It's pretty inclusive app, and we'll make an announcement once we get going on that, probably on my Facebook group when it's ready to go. I'm actually currently in the hardening phase, so I'm going through all the code to make sure that all the bugs are taken out, and that bugs cannot be reintroduced, as it goes forward. So that's kind of where I'm at with that phase right now. Once I get that done, I'll be polishing up the interface, and then we'll be having it ready to go. But anyhow, let's get going on Crapsee. Last Friday, we had a very good day. We had, I think it was 4 shooters. 2 of them were in the double digits. 3 of the 4 were in the double digits. 1 was like close to 30 rolls. It was a good day. Anyhow, we made a recovery a little bit. So we're starting at 10,768 today. And we got Greg checking in. Good morning. So anyhow, let's go $15 pass line bet again. My bet size today is about $700 for the initial layout, and that'll be strategy number 1. And we're going to try to do this 2 strategy thing again. My second strategy will be at a $250 level, and that's the horseman strategy. So just still kind of playing around with this, experimenting around a little bit with it before I go on my cruise to see if this is something that would help me with the comps and keep my bankroll somewhat intact in that. So we'll see how it goes. 28 people ready to go here. We've got 21 people watching live. And before we get started, let's do the weather report here in Wisconsin. Manitowoc, Wisconsin is actually going through a heat wave right now. 21 degrees. 8-mile-an-hour wind feels like 11 degrees outside. So, oops, wrong button there. Let's go. Okay, there we go. Now we're back. We got Coffee Land checking in. Good morning, all the way from Hawaii. There we go. Dice out. 5454 is our first set we're using. And dice out. Four heart 8 square pair to start the day off. And that is going to be a primary front side both dice. So let's mark that point of 8. 5454 Hardway set. 448 result. And there we go. Still waiting for the water throw. Oh, I tried it. Oh, I can't. I actually did go outside after one of the sessions, and it was must have been like 15 below zero that day, and it was a massive failure. Which is funny. I could not figure out why it was a failure, because I've done it in the past and it has worked. That day was just like terrible. I even recorded and everything, but I'm glad it didn't go live. So anyhow, so Brian's cruising. That's awesome. Good luck on the cruise. Anyhow, we got $700 bet level, so let's go 640 across, including, and let's put another 66 inside here. Okay, and that's going to be strategy number 1. Strategy number 2 is going to be a $250 DP. And that should be all set there. So remember, horseman strategy number 2. It's a series of 4 bets, 1 DC and 3 come bets. The other stuff is the blue collar crap style, where it's 2 hits and regress. Here we go. All bets set. This is the dangerous roll here. Ace deuce Alfredo sauce, and that's not so dangerous for me because that is perfect. Okay, I will take that. 5454 ace deuce, that pays out on that DC. It is the Alfredo sauce, the mama bear. Okay, so that helps strategy 1 not at all. That keeps the 250 up there. So this would be bet number 2. Remember, we only have 4 bets on that. So if it's a win, we still could include that as 1 bet. Okay, here we go. All bets set and dice out. A little short on that one, but we got a 134 one-eyed Joe from Craftsmaster Journey. So the DC is going to travel to the 4. 5454, 134. Results has going to left eye off axis, single pitch on the right hand side. And that's $195 brought back to the rack for the 4. So that means we're going to go 160 across, including pressure. And we'll go up 250 on that come bet. So this will be bet number 3 there. I forgot to turn bets off. Oh my God. So anyhow, okay. Let's call this all bets set here. And dice out. $538 win rate. So that puck is going to turn off. And that will get us out of the shooter no matter what here. So we're going to be in profit no matter what. I screwed up the entry there. 5454. We got a 538 result. Win rate. Puck turns off. Okay. So that combat travels to the 8. We're going to bring our bets down. We are going to go, we're in profit $656 right now. So let's go 320 across. So we will bring some money back to the rack. We'll turn those bets off. We're going to go 250 on the pass line because this is bet number 1, 2, 3. This is bet number 4 for the horseman strategy. So instead of doing a combat, we'll do a pass line bet there, and we'll call this all bets set. Dice out, looking for a new point. 5454. Here we go. The right one stopped. We got a 145 truck and camper. So we're marking a point of 5. Again, a left eye off axis, single pitch on the right side. And all of our bets are turned back on now. And we're at 320 across. We have a 250 pass line bet, 250 come bet, and 250 DC on the 4. Okay, 5454. And all bets set. This up. $639. That is the Hollywood and Vine. So that will be a nice hit for us. And it's 5454 again, a left eye off axis, single pitch on the right side. So that's going to allow us to start trend betting now. So on that 9, let's go to $60. We'll bring the rest of that back to the rack. We're looking to hopefully hit a 8 or a 5. 8 or 5 would be nice. Good morning, Steven. We got bags checking in. I'll call that all bet set and dice out. I have 1-6 KitchenAid mixer. I don't like the way that one migrated to the left like it did. Kind of a little jumbled mess, but I will take the result. This one's the right side off the axis this time. 5-1-6 primary top side on the left. Let's go to $90 on that 6. 5-4, 5-4 is our set. And all bets set here. Nice out. I was a little bit late release on that 5-2. Ouch. The Bruce. That's to the end of shooter number 1 here. Not a good throw, but it is what it is. Okay, so that was an 8 roller for the first shooter. We actually profited $186 on that. So we actually would have lost money if we didn't get that one come out ace deuce, or that one ace deuce on the DC. So okay, it is what it is. Again, we're gonna go $15 pass line bet because we are the shooter. 31 people playing along here. We're gonna stay with that 5-4-5-4. We need to work on our form, on our mechanics a little bit before I start thinking about changing sets, unless I see some kind of repeatable pattern showing up. Let's go all bets set here and dice out. Two, 4, 6. Get the carpenter 2x4, so let's mark that point of 6. 5-4, 5-4. We got a 2, 4, 6 result. So turns on that 6, marking point of 6. Again, we are going to go 640 across, including we'll go 66 inside. And we have a 250 DC. And we have 5-4, 5-4 is our set. Our goal is to get up to 11,629 today. It's $11,629. All bet set and dice out. Aces. Wow, that is awesome. Mad Hatter, magic aces. Okay. The reason that's awesome is because that DC paid out again. Wow. Okay. Not intentional, everyone. I'm not being intentional on that. But that's just happening to work that way for me. So that's no help for the strategy number 1. Strategy number 2 gets paid out on that. So this will be bet number 2 on that strategy. We're going to stay with that. With that 250 DC. And we'll call that all bets set right away and dice out. 2-2 hard 4 hard fuzzy 4-2-2. It's going to cruise Brian from Holy Roller. So that DC is going to travel to the 4, just like it did on the first shooter. 5-4-5-4. Primary bottom side both dice. So what I really should have done is I should have taken all my money down when I got that 250 win there, and we got Peaky Crab. Just went from -14 to plus 12,000. Welcome to level up there, buddy. So anyhow, what I should have done is I should have pulled the money off and just played at that 250 as profit. That would have been a smart thing to do. So that might be an addition or a change to the strategy that I might be doing here in the future. But anyhow, let's continue on. We got $195 brought back on it, so let's go 160 across pressure, and let's go 250 in the combat. This will be bet number 3 on that strategy and the horseman. At 454 is the set. And all bet set here. Face out. Just a split second too long. 4-3. Darn it. Okay, it is what it is. So I actually made money on this one. 4-3-7. Ouch. 5-4. That's a double pitch, by the way, of the dice. So actually, I did not make money on that one, but we did minimize our losses, I believe. Oh, we did. We made $64 on that. Huh. Keep that interesting. But if I would have pulled my bets down, I actually would have made money, but it would have been a guaranteed money. This was a crap shot. Okay, so that's something to consider. Shooter number 3. I apologize for that, everyone. We gotta work this out here. 5-4-5-4. That was a double pitch. Our last 7 was a double pitch. So let's go over to the 5-4-2-3 set. That was a relatively close time period there. All bet set and dice out. 5-4-2-3. Six one. That's both dice off axis. Pass line winner, come out natural loser for the DP. The come out 7 king, according to some people. I am. Now that would have been a 7, whether I was using this set or the last set, so that does not matter. It's just a terrible throw. So my throws are obviously not where I want them to be today. So that was a pass line winner. Come on, natural loser for the DP. So let's go 5-5-5 on that ATS. We'll reuse that $15 there. And we'll call that all bet set. Good morning, dear self. Dice out. Just put apart a little bit when you up at fingers. And we got, oops, I'm sorry, I forgot to get off the screen. 3-5-8, the grape ape. So let's mark that point of 8. 5-4-2-3, we got 3-5-8 results. Okay, so again, we got 640 across, including. We got 66 inside, including, and 250 on a DC. 5-4-2-3 is the set, and that was a single pitch of the dice, the last throw, by the way. And all that set, dice up. See craps, all the dots, all the spots. Midnight, that is a bookend. That's gonna be no help for me. That's gonna be a push on that DC. It's also a drift of the dice. So we're gonna have to go. This will be bet number 2. We're not gonna change our bets. So I'm considering it bet number 2 because it's a second exposure. And we'll go all bet set. Dice out. 4-2-3. Wow. We got a repeater win. Interesting. Okay, again, no help for me. 4, 2, 3, 6, 6, 12. It'd be a midnight no matter which set I was using yet. And this will be our third bet on that one. Call that all bets set and dice out. At 4, 2, 3. Three, 1, 4, medium-sized Joe, Craps Master Journey. A little bit better throw. At 4, 2, 3, we got 3, 1. Get a left eye up access. DC travels over to that 4. We are 5 rolls in, so strategy number 1 is going to come down. We're going to use that money to play 160 across, including so it was $190, $195 brought back. So we're going to play that way with that one. We're going to go 250 on that come bet. This will be bet number 4. So this will be our last bet for the horseman strategy. Okay, let's call that. All that set. And dice out. 2, 6, 8. The Duracell 8. It's gonna be a winner 8. Puck will turn off. And that combat will travel to the 8, 5, 4, 2, 3. We got a 2, 6, 8 results. Inside numbers are okay, Clint. Asking for a friend. Is that a friend of a friend or a friend that's at home, or is that just you secretly acting as a friend? Okay, so all of our bets are turned off. DC and come bet are still working. We got a $15 pass line bet here. We brought back $50 on that 8. Why did we bring back? Oh, 50 because of the $35 and the $15 pass line bets. So let's make that 8 look like 42, and we'll turn those bets off. A friend in need is a friend indeed. Yes, it is, my friend. Okay, let's go. All bets set here and dice out. Right, 4, 2, 3. Looking for a new point here. Here we go. Four, 3, 7 on the come out. Okay. So that's going to be a pass line winner, come out natural loser for the DP. That's a primary hit. And that actually makes my horseman now break even. 5, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3, 7. DC is going to pay out. The combat's going to lose. We're actually going to make, we broke even on that because the pass line paid out, but we lost the ATS. So let's go up again. We're going to call it good at that. Okay, let's do that. So all of our horseman stuff is off. We're 260 brought back to record. We got 187 on our table, so we're gonna be in profit. What is that? $73 no matter what. So we're gonna stay with that $15 pass line bet. All of our box numbers are turned off. All that set here. And dice out. We'll look for a new point. 5, 4, 2, 3. Here we go. That one went down really nice. But they split apart. 4-4 hard 8 square pair. Nice and tight, but they landed just a little bit uneven, split apart. But that's good. Primary front side both dice. Let's mark that point of 8 again. And that was the wrong dice set that I put in there, so let's change that dice set. That's a double pitch, by the way, of the dice. There we go. That's a little bit better. 5, 4, 2, 3 is the set. We're on the 8. All of our bets are turned back on. And we'll go dice out. 2, 4, 6. A Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. And that one actually felt comfortable as a throw. 5, 4, 2, 3. It's gonna be a single pitch of the dice. Bottom and back side. Let's go to $42 on that 6 as well. And we'll call that all bets set. Dice out. Sure. So we got a good grip. I'm squeezing those 3 fingers together so they're tight. Square to the table. Nice even release. That's another square pair. Wow. Okay. Winner 8. Puck turns off again. And that one was not the worst of throws. 5, 4, 5, 4. 4, 4, 8. So we hit that point again. Puck turns off. That's an extra $64. We're up back. Let's go to $60 on that at 8. Turn all the bets off. Again, $15 pass line bet. Another double pitch of the dice. 5, 4, 2, 3. Parlay, parlay, says Glenn. He has $100 on that puppy now. Okay, let's go all bets set and dice out. One, 3, 4 medium or one-eyed Joe from Crapsee Master Journey. So marking that point of 4. 4, 2, 3 is going to be a left eye off access. Single pitch on the right side. Oh, it's $500 on there. Okay. 5, 4, 2, 3. So we'll see if we can get that hard 8 for you again. What's the chances of that? Well, I'll throw in double pitches here now, so there's probably a pretty good chance. We'll see. All bets set and dice out. Sorry, Glenn. 5, 3, 8. Grape 8. Okay, so we still hit the 8. Just the wrong one for you, buddy. 5, 4, 2, 3. And we got a 5, 3, 8 result. Single pitch again. $960 on the 8. Okay. Wow. Okay, we're going to go to $90 on the 8, just a little bit lower than what Glenn's betting. 4, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll call that all bet set and dice out. Two, four, six. Kevin the Carpenter, 2x4. We are definitely hitting those inside numbers today. At least on this shooter we are. 4, 2, 3, and we got 2, 4, 6. Another sig pitch. Let's go to $60 on that 6. Again, 5, 4, 2, 3. Good morning, Badlands. How you doing there, buddy? And all that set. Nice up. Three, 1, 4, winner 4, puck turns off. That is a medium-sized Joe from Craps Master Journey. Bet 4, 2, 3, and 3, 1, 4. Puck turns off. Looking for a new point here. Okay, let's go to $50 on that 4. And we'll turn those bets off. Still on that $15 pass line bet because I'm the shooter. We are $60 away from goal. So let's see if we can get that 60 and hopefully pull with profits again for the day. Going to that goal, but he's going to keep betting heavy, he says. That is the undisciplined part of him. That's set and dice out the degen side. Ace Deuce Alfredo sauce. Mama Bear. Pass line loser, come out loser. Winner for the DP. 5, 4, 2, 3, and Ace Deuce. It would be a left off access. So we're now it's $75 away from goal. 5, 4, 2, 3. Isn't that the only side that Glenn has? That is not the only side. That's just the dominant side. Excuse me. Come on, Glenn. Pipe in here. Thanks a lot there, Matt Header. Thanks a lot. Yeah. One, 4, 5 truck and camper. So let's mark that point at 5. So I got a picture sent to me yesterday of an unusual sighting. One of the members of our chat here was in the background of a picture of a YouTuber. So we saw that. David talks about the bridge. The bridge is out for you, sis. You're funny going. Okay, so 5, 4, 2, 3. We're on that 5 hour bets are turned back on again. And all that set here. Dice out. 5-2. Damn it. That Bruce. That is the Bruce. Oops, that's not a winner either. That's a loser. Darn it. Okay, we were so close to goal. That's a primary top side. Both dice 5-2-7. Glenn is no longer at goal. And I'm nowhere near goal anymore. So, okay, that was a that was a 17 roller. That was only 34 roll quality points. Not the best. We're at 11,270, so that puts us up $500 for the day so far. So hopefully we can get up to goal in this next shooter here. Let's stick with a $15 pass line bet again, simply because I am the shooter. 5-4-2-3 is the set. 500 over goal. Okay, that's good that you played. That's smart. That's good. Okay, so let's go. I'll bet set here and dice out. Oh, I'm so just a split second too long. Aces, magic aces, Mad Hatter. 1-1-2. Pass line, loser, come out, loser. Winner for the DP. We're throwing a lot of bookends today. Actually surprises me a little bit, but that means that we're drifting those dice a lot today. At least 3 of the throws have been a drift, which is more than normal. 5-4-2-3. Again, we're going back up $15 on that pass line. And all bets set. Face off. Two, 4, 6. Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. Marking that point F6. 5-4-2-3, and we got a 2-4-6 results. Okay, 640 across, including 66 inside. Pressure, including 250 on a DC. 5-4-2-3. Fabulous drifters, says Glenn. Okay. Let's go. All bets set here. And they saw 43 people playing along here. Got 29 people watching live. 13 thumbs up. Dice out. $415 truck and camper. Okay, so we got through the dangerous row. 5-4-2-3. We got a 415. So that DC is going to travel to the 5. We're going to go 250 on the combat. And we're going to go 160 across pressure, including 5-4-2-3 is the set. Let's show the white drifter of the group. Okay, all that's set. Dice out. They don't like me. Yeah, you're right, David. They don't like me. It's probably because I pick on them too much, so they're like, thumbs down. See, you guys can't see how many thumbs down I get all the time. Five, 4, hard 9. Big Daddy Mac. Okay, that'll work. That'll get us out of shooter. Strategy number 1, the blue collar craps strategy. 5-4-2-3 and 5-4-9. So let's bring those bets down. Let's go 160 across. And actually, if I brought everything down, which I can't do, but if I brought everything down, we would actually be like $17 shy of goal. But we're gonna bring 160 across, including, and then we got another 250 on the combat. That'll be bet number 3 for strategy number 2 for the horseman. And dice out. Five, 4, 2, 3. So we're doing famous once upon times. Once upon a time, I was at a Packer game and I helped Ray Nitschke's grandson from the stands over onto the field. Does that count? Dice out. I also was a personal trainer a few times to Reggie White's wife. Does that count? Three hard, 6 double Degen. And that's gonna be a winner 6, so that puck will turn off. 5, 4, 2, 3, and 3, 3, 6. Double pitch of the dice. Joe Para. 5, 4, 2, 3. So we've got 3 bets going on that horseman. All of our bets here turn off. Let's go to 42 on that 6. We'll turn those off. And then we have our last bet for the horseman, which is 250 on the D on the pass line. Your friend shot pool, does that count? Okay. Let's go. All bets set here, and but the question is, did Cheryl Ladd actually kiss you on the cheek? Or was it somebody else? Because you could be in a picture with her, doesn't mean that she was the one who did that. Okay, dice out. Let's get serious again, Joe. Here we go. Four, 5, 9, the 9-finger Joe. So let's mark that point of 9. And I think that's a good thing. I think I have a comeback on that 9, so that might pay out there. 5, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Let's see where we're at on that. I forgot where all my comebacks are at. Yes, so the 9 paid out the comeback on that, so that is perfect. And that puts me over goal here. So if I take everything down, it's 750, 500 no matter what. So that brings in 11. Nope, that'll put me under goal if I lose everything, if I take it down. So we're going to stay at that. 5, 4, 2, 3. So I've got to kind of play that out, see what works and what's not working here. All of our bets are turned back on. Yes, she did, said Kevin. Okay, all bets set and dice out. Dice put apart already in my grip, so let's regrip them. Three hard, 6 double Degen. And I think that pays out another comeback, so that'll be a good thing for us. Another double pitch of the dice. 5, 4, 2, 3. 3 hard, 6. I believe that's another parlay of the day with SJ. Second parlay. Glenn calls it a parlay, so it must be a parlay. And that was another comeback paid out. Let's go to $60 on that 6. Increase of 3 units. So now we have got that pass line, that 250, and a DC at 250 for the horseman, and all the rest of them are trend betting now. 5, 4, 2, 3 is the set. all bets set here and dice out. Four, two, six. Holy cannoli, 426. I wonder how he finished his cruise up, Giuseppe. He was on a cruise with Alfredo and Rich from Seattle. So let's go to $90 on that 6. Actually, technically I should bring my bets down because I'm at goal here, no matter what. But we're going to keep on going, see if we can get her to pay out at least one of them here. So we get on profits for sure. So if we can get a 9, that 9 would be perfect. All bets set and they sound. I'll take 10. 6, 4, 10. That is Waylon's best friend on that end. Sorry, Glenn. Okay, 5, 4, 2, 3, and we got a 6, 4, 10. Okay, let's go to $50 on that 10. No matter what, we'll be at 11,585 plus the 250. Yeah, so we're gonna be at goal no matter what here. So we're gonna keep on going. 5, 4, 2, 3. $200 on it, Glenn says, or yeah, negative 200. Okay. So let's go all bets set and dice out. Ace deuce, Alfredo sauce, Mama Bear. So that leaves us to 4 for the small. 5, 4, 2, 3, and we got an ace deuce result. Need the 4 for the small. That was no help for us. For me, at least. 4, 2, 3. And all bets set. Dice up. Three, 2, 5, Justice Gen 5. And that's going to knock off that DC for me. So that'll be a knockdown for us. All I need is the sister number. I would have been happy with that sister number. But it is what it is. 5, 2, 3, 2, 5. Okay, so DC drops down. Let's go to $35 on that 5. No matter what, we'll be in profit here today. Actually, no matter what, we're $19 shy of goal. We should easily get to goal no matter what here. So, and we'll call that all bets set. So, another 5, 4, 1, 5, truck and camper. Five, 4, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 5. So that'll tip us over that goal point no matter what. So we're basically putting up profits now. Let's go to $60 on that 5. So no matter what, we're $6 in goal here, or above goal. And all bets set. Still looking for that 4, still looking for that 9. And Glenn wants me to throw a hard 6 or a hard 8. I'll give you a hard 4 there, Glenn. That's going to be a 2-2. It's going to Cruise. Brian from Holy Roller. Another double pitch of the dice. 5, 4, 2, 3, 2, 2, hard 4. So let's go up to $50 on that 4. And that is the small, ladies and gentlemen. So we hit the small for everyone. We lit up half of that screen green. And we'll call that all bets set. Dice out. $358. Great, babe. Sorry, Glenn. That one did not pay out for you. Still got 6 going though, I think. 4, 2, 3, and we got 358 results. I would like to see a 9 now. A 9 is what I want to see, but let's go to $42 on that 8. 5, 4, 2, 3. And all bets set. Like this out. Five, 2. 5-2, Bruce. Okay, I think we're gonna call it there for the day here. Let's see where we ended up though. 5, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 7, Bruce. Brings us at 11,681. So we made goal and an extra $3. So that's awesome. So that puts us up for the day where we're hoping to be. So let's look at our statistics for the day here. We have 4 shooters. We had an 8, a 4, 17, and a 15. So roll count is a little bit low today, but we had 2 good rolls there, and then 1 medium and then 1 not so good. But inside numbers and box numbers are a little bit better than expected. 4s and 10s are slightly low. Come out 7s are low. Horns are low. Fields are low. Hardways are high today as well. Strong numbers today were the 4, the 6, and the 8. We did not throw any yo's today. Wow. Okay. SORs at 11.0. Our SRRs at 7.3. Looking at our dice roll results through the end of last week Friday, we had 1,192 throws in. It puts our SOR at 11.61. Our SRRs at a 7.84, and our BSRs at 8.34. So I'm actually happy with those numbers right now. Hopefully we can keep them up nice and high like they have been. We've been blessed lately. We've been really blessed here. So thank you, BB Wood there. And Kevin says it was nice playing with profits today instead of the alternatives. Yes, I agree. Greg was the last year, got him out of the abyss. You are welcome there, Glenn. You are welcome there, BB Wood. So anyhow, I thank everybody for joining in here today. We will be back tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have another successful day of throwing. My name is Joe. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Everybody have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Be safe. Be prosperous.